famous for her handshakes in Holland, she told me. I'm going to set an alarm while Maria tells you what we're going to do.
Actually, Stephen, I have another idea.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tell everybody. Tell everybody what we're about to do.
So, on my way in the train to this place, and someone was announcing to the, what are they called, speakers?
Yeah, speakers. Tannoy is the brand name you've seen on the book. Is it alright if I move this in the middle, Rachel, just so we wrap it?
Yeah, just do it right.
Please, go on, tell everyone what we're going to do.
So she was saying, if you see something that doesn't look right, please report it.
Everyone here knows the Orwellian phrase.
See it.
Say it.
Sorted.
This is a new idea because basically what's happened is Maria's changed her mind quite a lot during the process. So what we said we'd do is Maria would just stand up and tell me what we're going to do. So far what I've got is an Orwellian warning to report would-be terrorists, which in this case would be what,
the thing is,
Maria?
like,
You.
I was asked to do a cooperation.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means in England, but in Holland that means you kind of do something together and you talk beforehand and you come to a kind of agreement, and whatever I asked seems to really take no, I don't want to be doing
I think
that.
Holland is the operative word there. If anyone's familiar with Dutch culture, not Flemish culture, I know you share a language, but a very different culture. You seem so nice. In Dutch culture, people know quite blunt.
So what was your first idea?
Go ahead.
What was your first idea?
Yeah, my first idea. Fair enough. Very good. Very good. I think my first idea was you just chase me, which you said no to. But if you all imagine that right now, how dignified Maria is. Imagine Maria chasing me right now. You could be living that life. But it's not happening.
I was reading about a chase in a book called Slave House by David Mitchell. And what they do is they say, we'll chase each other, but they won't say who is the chaser and who's the chased. So we would start running in opposite directions. And have to find out while doing that.
I mean, if you'd have said that to me, we could
actually,
have done...
I have another idea.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, go on.
So
Shocking.
I proposed that I would read a poem. A very strange idea, maybe, but...
I did agree to that one, actually. I said, that's fine. If you just do that, I'll just improvise around you.
No, you didn't. You said it would be very bad energy if I would be reading something.
I think the word I used was boring, but I'm not shitting on anyone who read a poem. I'm just saying it blends into the ether, but as soon as you're saying it, if you read a poem, it might be boring.
So how does it work, actually? Like,
that's just based on our first meeting.
People to cooperate, but you refuse to do yourself.
Well, I'm going to set the scene. All right, I did an event last night. Everyone in this room knows I've done 8. This is the 8th event in 2 weeks. Everyone knows. I can tell by the way he's sitting. We've set up the idea. We've got loads of ideas. Chase me. You're going to read a poem. I'm going to improvise around. We're going to improvise together. Maria brought this book with glass. She was like, oh, writing on glass. I was like, yeah, we'll do it at this point. I'll do the tone. Yeah, we'll do that, Maria. Okay. And this morning, I'm on the train coming. She sends me a script of what to do in the evening. And inevitably, I said, that looks great, but maybe we could just improv a little bit around that.
Actually, you just said, before we started, you didn't even read it.
I didn't read it, no. I didn't. I mean, on the day, no way. So no, I completely nullified that.
Maybe 3 different poems. The last one was about time, and I asked you to ask me what time it is.
You also suggested that you would pretend to be a clock, and I didn't shut that down at all. When Stephen was talking about being the man inside the rubber chimp, that also made me think of your clock idea. What does that even mean? What's wrong with you? And what's wrong with you? Oh, you meant physically.
Yes.
Well, we can do that. Go on, be a clock.
Or I could read a
I
poem.
think you got your notebook. What's in there?
I thought I might actually read a poem.
Well, I mean, I've already given my opinion of what that'll be like. I'm sure it'll be really emotional and moving. You do that while I drag this back. No, that can stop you. Go ahead. It's your moment. I'm sure they'll all remember every word. You know how the human brain takes in read language that's not directly given to it. Read your poem. What's it about?
I think you agreed on one thing, maybe, in the beginning of our, well, let's call this a cooperation.
I don't recall that, but what was it?
It was about what we saw in the peripheral vision.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was the first idea you had, actually. We should have done that. So, alright, I'm looking at everyone in my peripheral vision. Don't go! The alarm hasn't gone, don't shoot the bed. It's alright, you can put that down. It's all medicine. Doesn't care what we got you idea? The Tanno's finished.
Can you read my poem?
Yeah, that's actually a really nice idea. Is it English?
Can I wear your coat?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'd love to be you. You seem
I'll
nice.
drag this thing around.
A bird called Acknowledge. Fuck off alarm. I just started with the poem. The alarm was less than the time that I gave other people in case you think I'm going long. Dismiss. A bird called Acknowledge. Lately, a bird exists, slightly behind the corner of my eye, so that when I turn my head, it fades into beams in the shape of a raven, or is it a crow? And the fact that I don't know is of no importance to the bird called Acknowledge. Thank you very much.